Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Taya and this is Alexandria, my medieval cloud core island. Today we're going to be doing a to-do list video. I haven't done one of these videos in a little while. It helps me stay motivated to finish my island because I'm just finishing up little bits and bobs that I wouldn't necessarily want to do on a stream and I wouldn't necessarily want to make into an entire video on their own. So on the to-do list for today, we have decorate the rock garden. So this is a rock garden that I've already made that I think I showed on stream. Fix up the neighborhood. I have some slight adjustments I need to make on my neighborhood. We're going to decorate Nook's Cranny and Able Sisters. I want to make like a rooftop area. And I would like to use an order bot to get some final touches, some final items that I need on my island. I got my root beer. I'm ready to go. It's bubbly. Okay, so to start, let's go to see the rock garden that I've made. Here is my rock garden. Do you guys like it? I'm so happy with it. I love how you can see the library in the background and this bridge, and you can even see the castle a little bit. And it only took about a minute before I got completely distracted by the amount of fossils and random refuse around my island because I had to time travel so much to get the rock garden built out. My island needed some TLC. So as I was going around and cleaning up, I ran into somebody who was thinking, who should not be thinking. Oh. I just got Becky's photo and I just got her highest reaction. I mean, she's not my favorite ever, but I like her, so I really don't want her to leave. I think the only one that I would like to have leave at this point would be Lily, because I have 3 normal villagers and 2 of them are frogs right now, and I don't have a sisterly villager, so if Lily asks to move, then we will say go ahead. So as you can see with my rock garden, it's actually very close to Drago's house, the campsite. This whole little chunk of my island is like the foresty part of my medieval island, medieval forest, and I am obsessed with this area in particular. So my idea for the campsite is to continue along with our forest. This campsite, I think I would like to have it be like a orange campsite, which would be cute. And then up here, I was thinking of making a pink forest area as well. As you can see, you come across and you have another little red area. I haven't done very much with this spot yet, but I like the red roses and the camellia bushes. And then we have the library. This is a little update on the library. I completed the outside and it's also white, very regal feeling. And I think I'd like to have the rock garden feel kind of similar to that regal feeling with all the white accents. Let's start up construction. I'm getting myself turned around. I have this wooden plank.
The only place that I'm using this wooden plank is on the beach right now, and I could easily change that out to this dirt path or this other brick path.
So I'm gonna override these paths, maybe blue. Oh, the wheels are turning. Okay, I just got a really good idea, and then I went to Pinterest to see if there was any paths that I could use, and I am so excited. This is going to be a celestial rock garden. I'm going to use a lot of star fragments and nova lights and star clocks, and I found a really cute path. We're going to do a lot of ice items. Wow, look at all of these stepping stones. I can totally see this on a fairy core island. Look at this one, pink cafe. These are gorgeous. Look at this dark purple one, purple kitty. Oh my gosh. But I think I'm going to take this starry brick that doesn't have the moon in the center. This might be a little bit over the top, but I really want to try it. This is a totally different aesthetic. Oh, I like this one too. This is nice because there's actually left and right pieces as well. Okay. Neither of these two are really doing it for me. Something about this one that's like really hard on the eyes. It's really bright, and I love the colors in this one, but I just don't like how much space there is between the bricks, and it's still very bright and feels very different from my medieval island. Back to the drawing board. Oh, I think I found the one. This is very interesting. I love it. Okay, so here are our other two brick options. I really like this brick, and this one has edge pieces. This one is just like very highlighter blue, but this one is more like natural feeling blue. It fits with the medieval theme while still feeling a little bit whimsical, and I could put star fragments and stuff like that everywhere. And then I got to work laying out this beautiful pathing. I did, again, the same technique that I've done in a few places on this island when I want to have an elegant looking pathway, but I also don't want it to look too perfect. I break it up with the edge pieces, and then I put in my little sparkle designs in between, and it just adds a little bit of extra. This is something that I've always done on my islands that I really enjoy doing, breaking up the brick, but I didn't go as heavy on it as I have in some other areas. And I think that, for example, where the gazebo is up on the right hand side of the build on the second layer of cliff, I'm gonna leave that brick like very intact and formal feeling. So I think having a nice contrast between broken up brick and then solid is gonna be cool on this island. This island is actually really giving me the vibes that I had on my first island, even though it is very different. And I'm loving doing these different color areas, color blocking in different builds. This one is blue. I'm gonna do like that red area right across the bridge, and then I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to be doing with Jambette's house. Jambette's house might actually end up becoming Renee's house, but I'm not sure. There's a lot up in the air still, but I might make Jambette a little forest, like a little elegant forest in that one area. The lore that I came up with originally for Jambette on my island is that she was going to be like the evil queen trying to like make an upheaval in the royal family of Ione and Marshall. But I don't know if I'm really gonna have her in that kind of a role. Maybe she's just like the advisor to the royals. Like she's their advisor, their mystic of sorts that kind of directs the kingdom and tells them what they should be doing. They go to her to be like, what should we do? And then she comes up with the plan kind of thing, you know? I like that. She's the advisor. I just literally decided that right now. As far as this path goes, I found out that it was a little bit more broken up on the right-hand side, so I went into the left-hand side and made some smaller cracks just to make it feel more balanced. And the next thing that I had to sort out was the fencing. And I found the frozen fencing, and I had it in a couple of different color variations. One was the blue and one was the white. So I tried out both on either side, and I decided that I liked the blue better. But I do end up incorporating a little bit of the white frozen fence, and I actually like the combination of the white and the blue because of the brick. It really makes it look a lot more dynamic when I have both kinds of fencing, and I also end up using in the end both kinds of Nova lights, blue Nova lights and white Nova lights, and I think it just turned out really, really nice. So I put the fencing all around the perimeter, leaving little gaps for where I wanted to add in street lights and also an arch for the entryway, which I ended up changing out a little bit. And then I left a gap open on the left-hand side so that you can get over there into the grass area beside on the left. And I think that I'm actually going to continue the rock gardens aesthetic into that area and make it like a little sitting area. And then it was time to start adding items. I added in these columns that are so beautiful. I've always loved the ice columns. I'm already using them in a few different areas of my island. They feel elegant, but they can also feel like just mysterious and interesting. And I think that they pair really well with the Nova lights and the star fragments. So we're using them in a couple of different places around this build. And I went back and forth a little bit on how I wanted to do the fencing. I knew that I wanted to incorporate a little bit more green to make this actually feel like a garden, because it was feeling very cold, of course, with all this ice furniture. So I put in the hedges along the front, and then I end up actually extending the whole build forward by 1 square so that I can put a layer of hedge fencing behind a layer of ice fencing. And I'm switching the fencing that's in the front to the white one. So It's a little bit of messing around to get the way that I wanted it to, but once I got it there, I was super happy with the outcome. All right, I think that's as far as I can go with the items that I have now. I would like to get 2 Turkey Day garden stands with some white paper kite butterfly models. I would like to get some Nova lights and just star fragments, like just some blue and white star fragments, some large star fragments, drop them around. I think I'm going to continue this little area a little bit and have kind of like a garden sitting area back here because there is a really nice view of the library from here, and I'll kind of close it off so that you can only go like into this little area, and then this whole beach spot is going to be just like hidden back here as a backdrop to Drago's area. But I feel like already this is a different kind of a section on my island, and I love the variety. For now, I'm going to check off the rock garden. If I can find my pen. Rock garden, done. So the next one is a quick win kind of thing. Down here, this is the offending object. I thought it would be cute to have like a festival confetti machine. It's not medieval. Every time I see it, it breaks my immersion into this medieval land. Just doing that, I think, might be enough. Literally, that was on my to-do list. All right, we have fixed it. Now it just shows a little bit of this clothesline, which is cute. I would like to have it feel more like a building, so I was thinking of layering it like I did right here, layering a castle wall behind it, or layering even an arch just to get that top texture going. Let me see. Okay, so I put the castle gate kind of right behind the other castle gate so that it feels more beefy, like building-y. Like you can't really tell what's going on, but you're just like, I'm overwhelmed by the fact that this is definitely a building. And then I'm going to additionally put another tree back here and maybe a bush right here. There you go. Yes, I like that a lot better. That festival confetti machine was driving me crazy, so I feel like I can check off another quick win right there. Fix neighborhood. That is all I needed to do right there. Oh goodness, it's the little things on your island sometimes that can be the biggest like irks. This is the next part that we have to deal with. So I have decorated around Nook's Cranny and Able Sisters a little bit. I've just given the Able Sisters a little place to do some outdoor weaving. And then I have this little like water feature in front of Nook's Cranny and Able Sisters, so you can see it from this angle. So this is the lookout that I have for Nook's Cranny and Able Sisters. It's just this little bridge and then a little island, decorated island in the middle. The main thing that I want to work on is this, the rooftop of Able Sisters and Nook's Cranny. I really like this area being more of a lookout, but I just want to finish it up. Kind of like this is a rooftop pub or like maybe an inn above Nook's Cranny. And it is only accessible by ladder, but I have maybe plans to add an incline along the side, along the back here, which could be fun as like a little pub, like an upstairs pub situation. I'm just gonna head over to Lily's little tavern and see what kind of things I did over here to make it feel very much like a tavern. Oh, we need bottles, barrels, maybe a fireplace, like a different kind of fireplace situation. And I love this table for a medieval table. So unfortunately, I don't have any bottles. That's just something that we're gonna have to add to the growing order bot order. I need to make a list of all the things that I'm gonna need for this order bot because I feel like I'm losing track. Today is the day of the post-it notes. I need Turkey Day garden stands, Novolite, star fragments, bottles, a covered counter, Unomi teacup, wood plank table, ranch chairs, and a wooden table. But first, I'm just going to set up this area. After we finish getting like the bones laid out for this little pub, we will head over to the order bots to get the rest of the stuff. And I think that I will put a wall in parts of it to maybe make it look like there's windows and then with a view. So as I was saying before, one of my favorite things about this little rooftop area is that it has nice views down to the entrance to the museum, and then also looking across towards the castle, you can see the bridge there, and I still wanted to be able to see all of those areas when I came up here, because it does make you feel kind of like you have a wide angle viewing point. So I tried to keep that intact by making a 4 wide window space, but it turns out that that doesn't really look like a window when you put the simple panels on either side. So I ended up putting it down to a 2 wide window. And then once I had put the simple panels in place, I realized that they didn't have, as I was saying before, enough beef. So I put bookcases behind them to kind of make it feel more like a wall that had some design on it versus just being a flat, simple panel. And then I kind of tried to break them up a little bit with the iron and stone fencing, kind of creating some variation. And then I ended up actually pushing the simple panels back and putting a fireplace in front of 2 of them, and it adds even more depth to this already pretty small area. So I'm kind of thinking about 2 halves of this pub. The left half will be with the kind of barrel storage for all of the beer that they have on hand, and then the right hand side will be more of a cozy fireplace nook where maybe some shady characters are devising a plot. I don't know. It could happen. Either that or where Knox just hangs out on an evening, because I can totally see him hanging out in a place like this. I think this barrel storage might actually be one of my favorite areas in this little tavern. I love how there's just chaos, like a chaotic mix of both sideways barrels and upright pirate barrels, and it just looks very natural and like organic for a bunch of barrels. And then on the other side, I also added in another barrel just to kind of balance it out to make it so that they're not all in just one area. They had a bit of overflow storage that they needed to put on the other side. And I feel like even though this pub tavern looks a lot like the one that I did for Lily's, it feels different, and I feel like it's more of an inn vibe than an actual just straight up tavern like you get off of the airport. I think I have a really good start on this little tavern above Nook's Cranny and Able Sisters. I think it's so cozy and fun. I think I'm gonna put another oil lamp like right on top of this one. That's so cool. I love it. It's order bot time. All right, so I'm getting out of construction. I've got my pockets cleaned up a little bit. I do need to drop my tools still, but I ran into Dom and he had a present for Jambette. So let's go see what atrocity he has given to my baby girl. Delivery! Hopefully it's not something ugly, Miss Girl. For me, from Dom. What could this be? I guess I should go ahead and open it and see. An athletic outfit. Try it on. It's totally fine. I gotta start gifting her a lot more stuff. But actually the yellow kind of looks cute on her. Okay, good intermission. I'm glad that as I was building, I was like ignoring the fact that I was missing items, and now I'm just writing down the items and I can go and get them all in one shot and complete my builds, which is going to be so much fun. If you'd like a more detailed look at order bots, just go check out my last video that was on order bots, how to use them, and which one I am using right now. But you'll want to go into the airport, connect to online play, and then search via dodo code for an island that you're looking for, because once they give you the code for the Orderbot island, you have to go like really fast. So now I have this little spawner app open and I need to look up all of these items real quick. All right, so I've created my order. I've got my Turkey Day garden stands, some Nova lights, and then some star fragments, butterfly models, and then a bunch of Nova lights in white because I need a lot of them around my island and I'm just missing them. So then I have some decorative bottles, some Unomi teacups, a lot of stuff for the pub as well because I didn't have a whole lot of stuff for that. So I am going to copy the order command and we're going to go to Discord. And my computer hates me. So I'm not exactly sure when my mic went crazy, but I just noticed that it did. So we are back. We're just waiting for the order bot to send me the dodo code. It says that it will be about 14 minutes until my order is called. Don't walk away from your computer because sometimes the orders get canceled for whatever reason ahead of you, so you might get called earlier than their predicted time. That happens. Okay, the dodo has arrived. Yay, that's the one. Let's go, Orville. Someone did comment on my OrderBot's video that if you don't have good internet, it's not a great idea to go to OrderBot's islands. And even though you're not affecting anybody else's island, you are affecting the OrderBot, and that takes time to get it back up and running, and it might cause the whole thing to crash. So by strong internet connection, I mean you have more than 60 gigabytes download speed, more than or equal to like 10 megabytes upload speed. You have to have strong internet in order to go to these islands. The star fragments look so cute. I can't wait to drop them around. This time I'm picking them up in the correct order so that I know exactly what's in my pockets, because I can just look at the app to show me exactly what is in my pockets, which will be helpful because I know exactly where most of these things are going on my island. Okay, that's everything. Thank you so much, Barry. All the links to the Discord server that I'm using and my video on how to use OrderBots will be down in the description below if you're curious. And everybody in Barry Chan's server seems to be very nice, so if you have any questions, there is a whole questions area. All right, we're leaving. All right, so I'm gonna start with the rock garden over here. So the Turkey Day garden stands. They blend in with the rocks behind them, so they kind of like take away from the rock. I wonder if I push it back a little bit. And I got these blue Nova lights. They are huge. Oh my gosh, they're so huge. Wow. And I have white ones as well. We'll put these over here. They look so pretty. Oh my gosh, I love it. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And I did want to put some butterfly models as well. Maybe we'll just do them like really randomly placed. Butterfly. They look so pretty. And I'm just gonna drop some of these star fragments around too. And there are the final touches on this beautiful rock garden. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. It's probably gonna look amazing at night with all these illuminated items, but I wanted a color specific area and blue is super nice, so I'm really happy with that. So I have my covered counter here. Oh, I got the wrong color of bottles. I thought I was getting a different color of bottles over here, but I was not. And I think I'm gonna have this, yeah, like that. I don't know why this is like my go-to pub food, is like this fish. It looks like something you would have in a pub. So all that was left to do with these finishing touches was a random mix of seating and tables. I put in this long table and then I do another little table in front of the fireplace area. I like to have the mix of seating between stools and these ranch chairs. They feel very authentic to the time period that I'm kind of going for. And it also feels very appropriate that they don't have just one kind of chair. They would probably be using whatever they had on hand. I was even thinking some log stools would be cute, but this is more of like a city area. I would like to do some kind of like maybe a backwoods kind of pub that has like some log stools and that kind of thing, but that'll probably be more near the campsite area. So yeah, this is more of an inn. This really does feel like an inn, and that's kind of the way that I was thinking about it. And I might, as I keep saying, put an incline up the back and actually have an entrance in to this pub via an actual incline. There is an incline that currently I'm using as a lookout point for the castle, but because we have this new camera hack and because it just feels awkward to have this extra little spot just for a lookout point, I might actually remove that and put the incline over here where I think it would be more functional. Well, this is my little pub so far, everyone. I think that I would like a few more oil lanterns, these little oil lights. Let me know your thoughts. How should the entrance be broken up for this little pub? I could break open that little window space. We can put an incline going down and then that can be the entrance, and I can shift this whole eating area to the right a little bit. Thank you so much for watching today, everyone. We completed all of the items on the to-do list, and I feel a lot better about where my island is at. If you would, again, like more information about how to make a rock garden, I did make a more thorough video on Okanda, so I will link that here for you, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, everybody!